Hey guys, welcome back to Make That Sea Change. Paul here with you today. And Make That Sea Change is my site and channel aimed at everything to do with setting up your own online business. Now, along those lines, today we're going to talk about some productivity tips for working from home. Now, one of the advantages we have of setting up your online business is that you quite often get to work from home or anywhere else in the world for that matter. And in my circle of friends and in people that I know, post-COVID, a lot more people are working from home there as well. So it's made it something that has become a lot more prevalent than what it may have been, pre-COVID and pre-technologies to allow people to do this sort of thing. So out of my own experience and out of some of the research I've done and speaking to, as I say, my friends who are now working from home, I've come up with 6 productivity tips that can help you get more work done, keep everything running smoothly and making achievements. I can't think of any more ways to explain that, but let's run through them now. So the first one there is creating yourself a dedicated workspace. This was something that obviously you need to have the space in your home to do that, but I just used to work at the kitchen table and I found that there was stuff everywhere on the table and, come meal times or come family time, I had to pack it all up and then unpack it all. And I just you couldn't get yourself into a proper setup while you're there. And we'll talk about later, but there's a lot of distractions when you've got that. So if you can set yourself up a proper dedicated workspace, then you can add things, you can set up, you can get yourself a proper ergonomic table, a chair, set up all your electronics. I'm in my little office here. I've got a window at the front, as I think you can see the sun reflection on the wall behind me. But obviously you can't see my desk, but I've got my screen set up, I've got my laptop. The desk is a total mess. I'm glad you can't see that. But it is somewhere where I can come in, do my work. When I'm done, go outside, shut the door, all sorted. So that's the number one there. If you can, create yourself a dedicated workspace. Second one then is a lot of things, and this is one that not so much for me because of what I do with affiliate marketing and building websites and I don't really have to, have deadlines and the like. But I still set myself up little run sheets. It's on a notepad here and it's just a little run sheet of everything I need to do today. It's a good idea if you are, especially if you're someone who's working for someone else or, in a home office for another company, or you've got deadlines of things you want to do, set yourself up a schedule. It's so easy to fall down rabbit holes and the like when you're working from home. So set yourself a schedule, block out times to do particular things, just like you would in an office, whether it's a to-do list, or an electronic diary or something along those lines. Then obviously you can do the same processes at home and get that work done in that order that you need to do it. Because as I keep saying, a lot of times people come in when they're at home and think, oh, well, I'll just get started. And before you know it, it's 3 o'clock and you've fallen down rabbit holes, you've gone and done the washing and all that sort of stuff. And along those lines, my next tip then is just as you would in a formal office, set up some productivity apps and tools that can help you get all this done. So set up your electronic calendar with notifications. Set up some project management software such as Slack or Basecamp or something like that can be extremely helpful to you because it allows you to get everything moving as well as maintaining track of where you're at. So as I say, anything that you can do to the 2 steps that I've talked about here, creating a schedule and sticking to it, and then get yourself some productivity tools and apps that can help you manage that. And as I just mentioned, Slack, Basecamp, even your Google Calendar, anything like that can give you prompts, can notify you when things are due, can notify you what you've got on today. Anything like that can help you maintain your routine and get everything done while you are in your home office. The next one's quite important. It's managing distractions. Now, one of the advantages you have at a home office that you don't have in a formal office or a corporate office setting is that you can get away with a bit more side or ambient noise as you go along. To be honest, I've got 3 screens here. You can see the edge of that one there. I quite often I might put a movie on, or in football season, I put football games on one screen. I'll do my work while that's on there. Obviously, I've got the sound with that game on. I don't find that distracts me. If you do, don't do it. You might want radio noise in the background. But what we're trying to do is eliminate distractions. You can either eliminate distractions with distractions, And what I mean by that is if I've got that on a screen, then I'm not going outside to check scores and do all that stuff as well. If I've got music on, that's going to make me less likely to move around. Distractions can also be like being hungry. So set yourself up a little snack area in your home office if you need to. That keeps you at your desk. Because don't forget, the biggest issue that a lot of people talk about when working at home is when they step outside that little office door there. Sorry, my phone's blinking away here. When they step outside that little office door there, there's all the bells and whistles that come with a normal day-to-day home. So it's very easy to get distracted with doing the washing. I'll just go and hang the washing out, or I'll just go and start getting some stuff ready for dinner, or I'll just check that Netflix and see if that new episode's out, so on and so forth. And they're distractions that stop us getting stuff done, because as you're well aware, you can walk out and go into somewhere. I did it last night. I mean, it wasn't part of work time, but I walked through the garage to get something, and an hour later I was tidying up one of the shelves in there. And they're the sort of things that you can get distracted with. So there's two ways that you can look at that. As I said, the first way is to set up distractions in your area, so a music or a movie on your screen or something like that, because you can get away with that when you're working from home, and that will keep you at your desk and keep you working. Or if that's going to be too distracting for you, don't bring it in at all and lock it away, and restrict the amount of times that you need to get up. So if you're someone who likes to graze throughout the day or eat throughout the day, bring your snacks in with you, bring your water in with you, just like you would in a formal office, to keep yourself at your desk. Now, the next tip that I've got for you is actually the opposite to that, which is take breaks and move your body. So if you know you're going to do the washing, and you know you want to get some stuff ready for dinner, and you know you want to go and tidy the garage and the shelf, or you know that football game's on at this time, because again, don't forget the other advantage, if you have that the freedom to do that, you're not restricted to a 9 to 5 office hours either. I know I used to have a job from home where I used to write training materials. I used to get up in summer, where we live in summer, it's light at 4:30 in the morning, we don't have daylight saving. I used to get up at 5 in the morning and work till 10. And then from 10 till 2, I'd go for a swim, I'd do this, I'd do that, and carry on. And then I'd work from 2 till 6. And that worked wonderfully for me, because I could get all that work done, and then because I'm managing the distractions in that one period of time. So if you have got to do all those things, use your electronic tools we talked about and set that up there. And finally, stay connected with people. This is something that a lot of people that I've spoken to who work from home now. I was actually speaking to some people yesterday about they work in the government department in one of the towns near where I live. And with COVID, they all started working from home. And once COVID finished, they realised that they could keep working from home. But what they actually then implemented was they all went in the office once a week to catch up for meetings and do all that. A, it lets them get all their meetings out of the way. But B, it just gives them that interaction. So if you're someone who's at home all the time, find someone to talk to, whether it be, finding a mentor, or finding, setting up a meeting with someone, or just making a phone call, whatever. You do need to get yourself out of that isolation every now and then and interact with others. And that's it, guys. That's my 6 very quick productivity tips. Obviously, you can have a look at the post below. It's got a lot more information about that. But as I said, create yourself a dedicated workspace, set a schedule and stick to it. Get yourself some electronic tools or apps to help you manage your day as part of that schedule. Manage your distractions so you're not in and out all the time and getting sidetracked. But then also put in time to allow that. So, set up time so you can get out and maybe go for a walk around the block, get yourself some lunch, do all that sort of stuff. Again, as you would in a formal office where I don't know about other places, but in Australia, it's actually mandatory that companies have that you have to have at least half an hour lunch break every day. So set yourself that up at home. And finally, stay connected with others, even though you're not out and about. Find people to talk to, get some of that social interaction. You'll find that will help you a lot more with what you're doing. That's it, guys. Hope that was helpful for you. Let me know below what you do at home, or how you set up your home office. I'd love to hear how different people do it. They're the things that work well for me. May not work well for you. Let me know. Or if you need help setting up your home office or getting your website set up or whatever, also comment below. And if you're watching with YouTube, please remember to like and subscribe as well. Okay, guys, thanks for that. Hope that was helpful. Chat to you soon. Bye.